wasting time. Well, I knew right then another couldn't get me down. I'm gonna take myself out on the town. I'm gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. Well, did anything get much better than this? And then Timmy said,
number one,
hey, Dan, I know a place. What's that do right there? When I saw the face,
is everybody
I
ready?
said to myself, I'm gonna have a good time, oh yeah. I'm gonna have a good time. Gonna have a good time, oh yeah. I'm gonna have a good time. Like this. That I ever did see. She came running to me, ow, and begging me please. Hey, babe, you wanna go out with me? You know what she said? What she said? We're gonna have a good time. Gonna have a good time, oh yeah. We're gonna have a good time. Oh, oh, we're gonna have a good time, oh yeah. We're gonna have a good time. Gonna have a good time, oh yeah. I'm gonna have a good time. Good time. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. Gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time.
On the count of 1, 2, 3.
They said I was crazy, going out of my mind. You said that you loved me, didn't know what I'd find. But I gave you my heart, baby, when you looked in my eyes. And now I see nothing but pain and trouble and all your lies. But you lied to me, baby, through all your tears. You lied to me, baby, lied all these years. You said you loved me, just another your lie. You lied to me, baby. I sit and cry. So where did our love go? I just had to know. Well, look at your phone. I saw a face, it hit home, and it was time to go. But I gave you my heart, baby, when you looked in my eyes. And now I see nothing but pain and trouble and all your lies. But you lied to me, baby, through all your tears. You lied to me, baby, you lied all these years. You said you loved me, just another one of your lies. You lied to me, baby. I sit and cry. So where did our love go? I believed everything you said. And now I sit home and I sit here alone. You share another man's bed. But I gave you my heart, baby, when you looked in my eyes. And now I see nothing but pain and trouble and all your lies. But you lied to me, baby, through all your tears. You lied to me, baby, you lied all these years. You said you loved me, just another one of your lies. You lied to me, baby. I sit and cry. But you lied to me, baby, through all your tears. You lied to me, baby. You lied all these years. You said you loved me, just another one of your lies. You lied to me, baby. I sit and cry.
So please help me in welcoming to find out who the big winner is from Cycle Source magazine to give our big winner, Chris Callan. If you don't know Chris Callan, get in and get to know Chris Callan. He's amazing. Thank you, Chris.
All right, hey, thanks. I want to thank Mindy and her staff for having us here again another year. Hey, why don't we get the championship bracelet up here so everybody can take a look at it. I'm going to let the man that designed this thing for you guys talk about this for a minute. This is a really incredible thing. Only thing like this you'll see in a contest for motorcycle builders. Tell me what we got here, Bob.
Well, this was inspired by Penny and Mindy. Woohoo! Right? And we sat down and said, let's do this championship bracelet for the winner, because we know how much time that all the builders put into all the art. And everyone deserves their own hand for doing their art. So I said, let's start doing a cool bracelet. For those of you who don't know, we did the World Series of Poker bracelet, so I kind of want to make a little bit of feeling around that as well. And in this bracelet is all handcrafted with over 2 carats of diamonds in it. And hopefully next year it'll be 3 carats, and then 4 carats, and 5 carats, and we'll go on and on and on. And so whoever wins this bracelet today, you really started the trend, and you're the first legacy in history for Las Vegas Bikefest for the first bracelet.
Thank you so much, man. That's awesome. Awesome for one of these builders to get that, because you're right. The time that goes into this, if you guys have spent some time talking to these builders, the members of the media, just people in the crowd, some of these guys show up with $50 in their pocket. They haven't slept for a week. They put everything they had on the table to get what they brought here for this competition. And it's because when you talk about artistry and iron, the name artistry and iron, this really means something, especially this year. These guys took this thing to a whole different level. This is the outline of what custom motorcycling is today. The craftsmanship, the execution, the details that they're putting into these motorcycles. Some of the most talented builders all over the United States and abroad are getting into this competition and waiting to be here to execute their style for everyone. So give it up for all these builders, man, because they put heart, soul, blood, and tears into these bikes to be here. And we appreciate it. We really do. This is a nice way once a year for us to get a look at what's coming, what the trends are, you know, what matters in the custom motorcycle industry. Before I read this name where everybody's waiting for, I want to take 1 minute and thank Mindy and her staff, Penny especially, what they've done with Las Vegas Bikefest. This is the centerpiece. Could be nothing without everything that goes around it. They worked tirelessly to put this event on. We all appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for everything out here in Vegas. All right, you guys ready?
Drum roll!
Drum roll. All right, so like many bike builders, this year's winner likes to build anything that's cool and fast as long as it looks good. Race cars, hot rods, and motorcycles. He takes pride in the simplicity of his builds and the wide variety of styles he creates by hand. His inspiration comes from 1960s gassers, race cars, and lowriders. He only had one priority for his trip back to Bikefest, and that was to win. The 2014 Artistry and Iron Champion, as voted by his peers. Please put your hands together and give it up for the winner for his 2nd year in the row, Rick Gray from RKB Custom Speed. So what's up, man? 2-time undisputed champion. Tell everybody, there's the champion bracelet, first one ever. Incredible motorcycle, goes without saying. If it doesn't fit, I'll hold it for you until we can get it adjusted. There it is. Give it up for the 2014 Artistry and Iron Champion. Rick, tell us about your motorcycle.
It's pretty special. I built it for a friend of mine that passed away in 2012. It's an emotional deal. Obviously he was here, so that was pretty awesome. His brother's with me. I couldn't think of anything better to honor him myself. Yeah. It's just perfect.
That's right. Give it up for him, man. Give it up for him. And even better that it has such a great story attached to it, man. It's not just a piece of machinery there. It's got heart and soul itself. But tell everybody what I was telling them about what it takes to be an artistry and iron builder, what it is to bring it to this level, what you've gone through yourself to get here today.
I started on this bike. I actually had the frame and forks in my booth last year at this show, so it was a full year of work on that. You put everything you got in this thing, man. You just gotta take it serious and do it. You see the other guys like on Instagram and stuff posting stuff, you're like, oh wow, I hope I'm that good. And you know, and it's cool that these guys both, they know what it takes, and it's an honor.
Right on. Well, listen, congratulations.
Sherry Corder, we are from